Welcome back to another episode in our series of 1,000 Evidences for the LDS Church. In this one, number 94, we will discuss another image on the facsimile number 2 of Joseph Smith's translation of the Book of Abraham. This facsimile, which was drawn by Reuben Hedlock, was copied from one of several hypocephali which have been discovered in Egyptian coffins under the head of the deceased. Some Egyptologists refer to this one as the Eye of Ra. In Hedlock's copy of this facsimile, Joseph Smith labeled a figure as number 3 and identified it as representing God sitting upon his throne, with the crown of eternal light upon his head. Critics of the church have protested such an interpretation, saying that the figure does not represent God, but is instead the Egyptian deity Amun-Re, or Ra, the hawk-headed god of Heliopolis. It is true that Egyptologists have described this same image as depicted in other similar hypocephali as Amun-Ra or Amun-Re, Re Harakti, Keper, and Kepre di Re Atum. Notice that the critics say Joseph Smith was wrong in saying that the image was God because, as they say, the image represented an Egyptian god. The irresponsibility of such a statement is obvious. Amun-Ra was the foremost Egyptian god. It is equivalent to saying that the figure is not God, but Elohim, or the Lord, or that it is not God, but the Creator. It is truly remarkable that Joseph Smith was inspired to label the figure as God. A false prophet might well have labeled it as Pharaoh, a priest, a guard, or an oarsman on a boat. Speaking of the Egyptian god Amun, leaders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints have taught that one of the names of God is Amun, or Amen, which means man of holiness. See Journal of Discourses, Volume 2, page 342. This name was revealed to the Latter-day Saints long before Egyptology had matured into the science that it is today. In this connection, the Bible compares God, the great being of eternal light, to the sun in Malachi chapter 4, verse 2. No one in Joseph Smith's day and locale could have been certain enough to publish their conclusions that the circular object in figure 3 represented the sun. But Egyptologists have labeled the circle above the figure as a solar disk. If Joseph Smith were guessing at what the circle was above the figure's head, he could have stopped at saying it was the sun. But he went further and said it was also represented God, just as Egyptologists a few years later said it was. See Nibley, The Message of the Joseph Smith Papyri, 1975, page 81. That music means this session is coming to an end, so thanks for watching, and remember, call, don't fall. Call on God for inspiration and guidance in your search for truth. Don't fall for the manipulation of those who are bent on destroying faith.